Guys, if I hear one more person say
Military
Agamotto
contractor?
saved the game, I might just kill my parents. Because this update was the worst thing I've seen in my entire life. And before you call me a negative Nancy, maybe you should listen for a minute. So, Shrine of Order is just horrible now. What even is the point of shrining? Because if I, for some reason, decide to go not a scratch, which was never that good by the way, and I shrine, I start screaming. The update log says quote unquote not a scratch now makes you yell out in agony if you have less than 100 willpower. And the worst part is that this isn't even a nerf. This yell does nothing but send a big chat message and it doesn't do anything but be annoying. Thanks devs, though I'd still rather start screaming than do fishing and Deepwoken. What other talents Preshrine got nerfed? Brick Wall. Brick Wall got nerfed. If I get Brick Wall and I shrine, that's 150 points dedicated to it. I thought Aga would let us have nice things, but we're stuck with fishing. They nerfed a bunch of attunement talents pre-shrine, like a World Without Song, Phoenix Flames, and Florist Lava. The only two talents out of this big list that make slightly sense are Florist Lava and Reshape and Remold. Those are the only two talents here that I've ever seen slightly abused, and Reshape and Remold is not abused that much. Ironstone Preshrine definitely isn't popular, and even more definitely is not cheese or overpowered at all. Also, for completely no reason, they decide to hard nerf some of the most common talents pre-shrine. Ghost is gone, Unwavering Resolve is gone, Magical Resolve is gone, and Chaotic Charm is gone. This change was needed just as much as Fishing is in Deepwoken, aka it's not needed. These talents were never overpowered or strong. They were the best talents to go pre-shrine on most builds because they didn't require an insane stat investment, and these mid-requirement stats mean that high investment builds or multi-attunement builds can still be viable. All that this change has done is make more boring, overused builds like Silent Heart Medium and Attumentless Medium more meta than they've ever been. You know, a lot of talents got nerfed, for basically no reason. But what else did the devs decide to gut? Agamotto and his goons kidnapped Curveblade, took it to a warehouse in the middle of the night, and shot it in the back of the skull. You now need 40 medium to equip Curved, the weapon that in a scary amount of scenarios did dagger and 1 damage. If only whoever made Fishing could get that treatment. If any of the devs are listening, I have an idea. Let's nerf Formless Shards damage. Nobody uses it and it isn't even intended to be a weapon in the first place, but I'm just matching the patterns of brainless decisions you guys have been making. Well, I guess I'm talking to the same people who made Fishing. The name of this update does not help it at all. The Get a Job update. I might as well just go get a job, which is better than Deepwoken Fishing anyways, because the game is unplayable now. Funny one, Archmage, but it's August, not April Fools. I'm not sure you would know that because maybe your calendar is just as delayed as Conquest, and every Friday update which releases on a Tuesday. Believe it or not, with the amount of shit I'm talking, there were a few needed nerfs that happened in this update. Kierswinter, Kiersclave, and Kierscleave all got nerfed. I guess the devs just scrolled down their to-do list all the way to K and decided to do those all this update. Don't let those get nerfs by in your day though, because that's not what Deepwoken's about. Because those nerfs were problems that needed fixed months ago, and the main pressing issues right now have gone completely ignored, because World Piercer Gauntlets, for reference a fist weapon, does more damage than pre-nerf Kierscleave. This update has also brought along a big change regarding mantras, and that's getting rid of perfect casts, and rumor has it, the reason this change is because one of the devs hopped on Thunder Gale, but I'm glad the devs hopped on Thunder Gale, because perfect casting was one of the most unneeded systems in Deepwoken. Just like Fishing. For the love of God, delete Fishing! If you want to take away anything from this video, it's boycott this update. If we all hop on Type Soul, the devs will notice. And I know Type Soul is bad, but it's not as bad as Deepwoken Fishing. I don't normally make rant videos, but I felt like letting out my inner Dan VR when Stormside get nerfed, so this is what you get.